Hello, and welcome to Oso Libre this month for January 2021. I'm Michael Barretto. Well, here we are, still no rain, only 1 inch so far for the season, although the forecast for this week, we're filming this on the 20th of January, and looks like we have some rain scheduled for next week. So we got our fingers crossed for that because we need some rain. But other than that, as far as the state and county is concerned, we are still closed to visitors for tastings, but we're open for pickup sales and any orders that you wish to place. We have a great show lined up for you. We're going to start off with Jeanine talking about what goes on in the vineyards during the wintertime. And then Ashley's she's been a little bit bored lately, so she's going to do some crafts for us. And then I'm going to finish up the show cooking some Oso Good Osso Buco. So hope you stay tuned and enjoy, and we'll talk to you again at the end.
Hi guys, welcome to the dormant vineyard. In the cold winter months, the vines go to sleep, so to speak, but there's still a lot going on under the surface. In the dormant phase, the vines survive on carbohydrate reserves that they have stored in their permanent wood structures. So that's going to be the roots, the trunks, and the cordons. They are also able to absorb some nutrients from the soil via their root system as well. So right now we are dealing with a deficit in rainfall. At about this time, usually we have 10 inches or more of rain. Right now we are sitting at about 2 inches. So as you can see by the kind of barren soil, we are having to supplement with our irrigation. Usually in December and January, it's almost unheard of to water your vineyards, but right now, given the state of the land, we're doing that just to make sure that the vines are getting what they need and will be in tip-top shape. So we will prune the vines soon, which will dictate how the vines will grow in the spring. Winter pruning is one of the most crucial aspects of vineyard management. Canes from the previous year are cut back and new canes are chosen from which shoots will grow when bud break occurs. It's a delicate process. This crucial step dictates how many buds will emerge come springtime and ultimately how many leaves and great bunches the vines will produce. So once the rain does decide to fall, we will again put the sheep and alpacas in the vineyard to keep the weeds at bay until bud break occurs. Outside of the vineyard, it is an exciting time here at the ranch because our cows are calving and we have lots of adorable babies running around. So right now, our count is 7 calves with a few more to come. We are also having to supplement their food source because of the drought. So we are supplementing with hay that we grow here on the property. This is extremely important, especially for the mama cows, because they need as many nutrients as they possibly can to make sure that they are healthy for not only themselves, but their calves as well. So thanks for hanging out with me on the ranch today. We'll be sure to give you some more updates as the season progresses.
Hi guys, welcome to Oso Crafty with Ashley. Trying something new here at Oso Libre. So this week we are going to make a little succulent craft. We are going to take some of our corks that we have lying around, which, you know, I'm sure during quarantine you have created quite a little stash. Lord knows I have. So we're going to make some little magnets out of corks and put some succulents in them. So basically, I mean, it's really simple. All you need, you just need some corks, some magnets, a little bit of dirt, a little water, and a little dropper will help because it doesn't need that much. And then you just need your succulents, which, I mean, you can get anywhere. I mean, I think Michael actually took these out of his yard for us today. So really, you can get them anywhere. So to start, we're going to take our corks, and you do have to drill a hole you want to go about 3/4 down the cork. And Michael told me that I'm not allowed to drill them if I wanted to drink. And of course I chose wine over drilling because I'm also not allowed to play with power tools. So Michael was kind enough to drill the holes in my corks for me. So first what we're going to do is we are going to glue the magnet onto the cork. And I've got this super industrial glue gun here. So we're and try to do it close to the top because it will get top heavy and we don't want that to happen. There we go, that should be enough. 1 drop should be plenty. It's not a very big magnet here. Okay. Push it down, that should be good. And of course, you don't want to cover up the Oso Libre. I mean, because we all know those are the corks you have, right? Yeah. And then we're going to set that aside so it will dry. Now, what you want to do, we're going to take some dirt here and put some down in the bottom. Okay. Making a little bit of a mess. All right. Oh, here, let's take a little Yes, and while I'm thinking about it, so wine of the month this month, guys, is our Rojo del Patron. It's our estate blended Cab Sauv and Primitivo, and we're kind of getting low on it, so you guys take the time to stock up now. It is delicious. All right, so we have our succulents here. And you basically take this guy and just want to trim some off. And I've already trimmed a few off, just like this. Simple, long enough so it can kind of go down into the cork so it fits nicely. So stick it on down there. And then we're going to put some more dirt here around the top. Yes, I'm making a mess, so anybody judge. I don't know if any of that actually went in there, so we'll try again. Okay, I mean, you guys get make sure it's good and packed. There we go. And then we're just gonna take our little dropper here and just put it right there on top, maybe 3 or 4 drops. Okay, and then there you go. And then you'll just stick them on your little fridge and they will grow. You just have to water them once a week again, just 3 to 4 drops of water. And there you go. So, thanks guys for joining me today. I can't wait to see how yours turn out. Be sure to post on our Insta and tag Oso Libre. All right, guys, cheers.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the kitchen here at Oso Libre Winery. I'm Michael Barretto. We're going to do another cooking demonstration for you this month. Something special I really love in the wintertime. It's also, I know we're in January, but it's great for Valentine's Day. Nice couples type dinner. We're going to do our variant on Oso Buco. Oso Buco is traditionally a veal shank, but we have some great beef shanks from our Oso Libre cattle that are available. So you can call the tasting room to order some if you'd like and prepare this dish that's fairly easy. We're also going to be pulling out the sous vide to do it this time. First of all, we start off with some nice hearty beef shanks, and all we're going to do is season them and then sear them on both sides. So we're just going to hit them with a little bit of salt, pepper. So we're going to be doing our searing in butter instead of oil. And traditionally, this is a northern Italian dish. The difference between the northern and the southern, northern uses butter or dairy, where further south, it's more based on olive oil. So back and forth. The warmer climate is more conducive to the olives, and the cooler climate up north is more conducive to the cows. I've tied them up to keep them together as they cook for a long time. They'll tend to fall apart, so we want to try to keep them together. Get the other side now with the salt and pepper. And now we will sear these on both sides. Gonna flip them over there. And another 2.5 minutes on this side, and I'm ready for the next step. So another 2.5 minutes has passed. We're browned on both sides, and now I'm going to pull the meat out. And now I'm going to show you one of the things that makes this dish really great for date night or something along those lines, because I'm going to make the sauce right now and the dish will be ready tomorrow. Don't have to do anything. So we're going to start with some onions, get those in there, brown them up. And so the sauce is very simple. It's going to take some carrots, some celery, a little bit of garlic, some wine, and crushed tomatoes. But got the onions, gonna throw in celery, throw in the carrots, get that stirred. And typically the wine that's used in this sauce is a white wine. Traditionally when using veal's a little bit more delicate of a meat flavor-wise. We're using aged beef, so I'm going to use a red wine, and the power of the wine is going to stand up to the power of the meat. Okay, the vegetables have softened up. They're aromatic. I'm going to now throw in the garlic, kind of get that going. And then we're going to use a little bit of the Oso Libre Rojo del Patron. And then the crushed tomatoes. We're going to stir this and then let it simmer about 5-10 minutes, just enough to where we kind of get a little simmer on top and get it to start to marry the flavors. As you can see, I've set us up with our vacuum sealer, and now we're going to get these in the bag and ready to cook. So got my bag made. Going to grab one, put it inside the bag. Grab number 2, put it inside the bag, and then we're going to add the sauce. One. Now that we got the sauce in there, get ready to seal it. And we're ready to go in the water. As you can see, we have the water bath set at 175 degrees. And we will be placing this in there for 24 hours.
And we're back in the kitchen after 24 hours to plate our Oso Libre Oso Buco. I hope you're ready for this. It smells great. Okay, so we had the Osso Bucos in the sous vide for 24 hours. I'm going to pull them out now, okay? So inside is the meat and the sauce, all done. All we need to do is plate it. Got our plate. And so before you guys got here today, I made some risotto, and we're going to use that as the bed to kind of catch our meat. And maybe risotto, like I said, is kind of a class on its own. I've been thinking maybe I'd do like a live thing one evening and just make risotto from scratch. You guys can watch that. If you want to see that, make comments and we'll plan on doing that sometime in the near future, okay? But, so we got our risotto, got our bag. Cut it open. We're going to see what comes out as a whole. Doesn't look like much. So that is primarily chunks of the shank. I'm going to pull the string out, and then I'm just going to get some of the vegetables and sauce. Sprinkle it with a little bit of fresh parsley. Add some color, a little bit of aromatics, and there we go. It fell apart because of the long cooking time, but the tenderness is going to be amazing. So, and there's a piece right there. See that? Just kind of fell right through it. It smells great. You can pick up the wine that was in the sauce. Excellent. Worth the time, worth the... if you watched it, there's minimal effort that goes into this. You do a little bit, maybe half an hour beforehand, then overnight, or again, if you're going to do it in a Dutch oven, 4 hours, and you're ready to go. Pair it with the wine that's in the sauce, adds a nice, balance to the dish. That's very good. Well, thanks so much, everybody, for joining, and we look forward to seeing you next time in the kitchen.
That Osso Buco is great. You should try it yourselves. You don't need a sous vide. If you want to, you can do it at home in a just regular Dutch oven. Put your regular oven to 375 degrees, cook it for about 4 hours. It'll be nice and tender. Just make sure that the meat stays covered. Basically, you're braising it. Now, I also mentioned risotto and how that's kind of its own little thing. If anybody would like to see risotto done live on Facebook or YouTube, give us a shout out in the comments and we'll see if we can make that happen. Be a kind of a fun little class. I'll send you ingredients. We can do it along together because it takes about 20 minutes or half an hour. Be fun there. On the winemaking side, in the cellar, we're waiting for 2020 reds to finish up malolactic fermentation. This will probably happen in the early spring, and at that time, the wines will be racked and returned, and then set aside for their long-term aging. We're also getting ready to bottle our 2020 Vineyard and 2020 Rosé. These will be included in the next Wine Club shipments, so look out for those. On our next episode of this month at Oso Libre, we will be talking about blending of the 2017 reds, which will be bottled in the springtime. So be on the lookout for that, and we'll also have hopefully a good recipe for you and some other fun content for you to watch. So thank you for joining me on this month at Oso Libre. I'm Michael Barretto, and look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you very much.